Hello there everyone, Toy and Game Collector here bringing you another action figure review. Who are we reviewing today? Well, today we'll be looking at a popular Star Wars villain. This figure was released in the mid-90s. This is Grand Admiral Thrawn from Star Wars, Heir to the Empire, released in 1991. Before we get into the character, let me go over this book for a moment. Back in the mid-80s, Star Wars was dying. It's pretty hard to imagine now, but in 1985, kids just weren't into Star Wars anymore. There were no new movies coming out, and there were a lot better toy lines such as G.I. Joe, He-Man, and Transformers. So kids gradually moved on to those, and Star Wars was a relic of its past. That was until 1991 when Timothy Zahn wrote Star Wars Heir to the Empire, the first in a new trilogy of books, which eventually became known as the Thrawn trilogy. This book takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi. In it, the Galactic Empire is dying, and they're forced to the outer rim edges of the galaxy. Grand Admiral Thrawn is the last Grand Admiral in the galaxy, and he launches a vicious campaign against the New Republic. He reunites the fractured empire and launches a vicious campaign against the New Republic, using only a small fleet of Star Destroyers. His plan was almost successful. He almost destroyed the New Republic until he was betrayed by his own bodyguard and killed. Grand Admiral Thrawn is different than most Star Wars villains, as he prefers to plan out his tactics ahead of time. He learns enemies' weaknesses by studying not just their battle tactics, but their art, history, and culture, making Thrawn a very deadly adversary, not to be underestimated. Let's go over the figure. This figure was released sometime around the mid to late 90s because at the time, besides just figures from the movies, Hasbro made figures of characters from the books. Like there was a clone Emperor Palpatine, there was Dash Rendar from the book Shadows of the Empire, Grand Admiral Thrawn, there was Luke's wife Mara Jade Skywalker, there was Princess Leia as a Jedi. A lot of people don't seem to remember that Leia was a Jedi in the 90s. She had a red lightsaber. So yeah, there's Grand Admiral Thrawn. There's his white uniform. This is Grand Admiral rank badge right there. And this creature around Thrawn's neck is removable. This is a Salamiri. In the books, Salamiri are creatures that can prevent users from using the Force. So Thrawn gets some of these to use them against Luke Skywalker. He comes with a standard blaster pistol. He has a grayish blue face. Whether that's from the age or not, I don't know. His uniform's a grayish white also. I'm guessing that's from the age. This is the rest of his uniform. There's not much else to say about him. No, I didn't know about Grand Admiral Thrawn until the Star Wars Rebels cartoon came out, when they brought him back for that show. Of course he looked different in that show. Yeah, but I've already reviewed the Thrawn Rebels figure. That's on my channel if you want to see it. Well, I guess that about concludes this review. Is this a good figure? Yeah, if you like Thrawn or you like the Timothy Zahn books, yeah, I say get him. He costs usually around $10 to $25 usually, depending on if you're buying him new or loose. I got this online for $10 a year ago. And he makes a great addition to the collection. Well, that's going to conclude this review. Thanks for watching.